Okay,
Okay.
hello, hi, welcome back to another episode of Star. Write that shit.
We gotta give this like an official name because I feel like for the last 3 recordings we've been giving it a different title.
I'm gonna be honest, I feel like this could be like the drawing board, Like the drawing board, like the pool tab in
We just
like a
change it
bar.
we have a section of like what do we name this, and we change it every single video.
Genuinely, every time we just put a bunch of names in a ball thing,
No,
like
no,
that
no, no, no,
random
no.
ball
It's
thing.
just each time it's a new name, and it's like one of those gags, like the Bob's Burgers, where it's the burger of the day is different every episode.
Yeah,
Mm.
it's the same bun, the same patty, the same shit, but it's a different name, so we can sell it for
Well,
extra
no,
money.
no. I would argue he's very creative with his jokey burger names.
You know what?
Well, either
Fair
way,
enough.
Led, I
Okay,
will mention I would like to do this reading thing.
Oh,
I
you
want to
want
try
to do
my
the reading
hand
for
on it.
yours? Okay, cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna try my hand on it.
okay. So hello,
Sure.
hi. It's
But first
me,
and foremost,
Starlight. Here we have Bomber, and here we have Endro. So these two
Andro
guys basically give me a prompt, and I make a character based on a prompt in 30 minutes. It's for a book I'm writing called The Lost Doctor's Soul. And
Mhm.
this prompt was given to me by Andrew, and he's gonna read out that shit.
All right, that is true. So the
what's your
prompt that
prompt?
was given, bounty hunter. This person is a known or possibly new bounty hunter attempting to catch a criminal. However, whoever they are attempting to catch, they want them alive. What you got to figure out is their name, which is
Maybis
Well,
Tarano.
yes.
Maybis Tarano. um, and their gender, race, how good or known they are, their personality, and of course, they're a bounty hunter. Who's their target? The bonus for this is what makes them stand out from other bounty hunters.
Before we begin, I just like to point out your question was so open ended. Just like bounty hunter. I'm like, what the fuck? Okay, and I'm like, oh, there's no twist going on. It's a bounty hunter catching a criminal.
I was gonna say, I don't want to dog on you, but I liked, how open the bounty hunter thing was. But when you did the bonus challenge, I feel like that's just a given.
I mean, sure, but I gotta, you know how Star is. They
I
need to be
know.
reminded
Like,
of
I will
some
argue that,
things.
How
like,
did
the
how did
bonus
how
challenge
did you turn this
feels
on
when you
me?
give a more specific detail. Like, I would have said something like, "This bounty hunter has a scar given to
Hmm.
them by someone from their past."
Yes.
Yeah.
So, behold, here is the legendary bounty hunter Maybis Tarano, catcher of 1,000
Hold
evils.
up, can I read that one
Or at
line?
least,
I
yeah,
want to read this one line. Behold, here is the legendary bounty hunter, Maybis Tarano, catcher of 1,000
I
evils.
understand everything. I understand everything. I understand too much, actually. I feel
Yes.
like Deanoch right now.
It's just the
um,
tone of how you said that. You've just answered us what this character is.
everything. um, or at least that would be how Mavis would introduce himself, which we will continue. In reality, Mavis is a goblin man. No, perhaps calling him a boy would be more appropriate. Who's somehow managed to catch 2 criminals in his freshly started career as a bounty hunter. At 16 years old, he's barely an adult by the legal standard and very much not yet an adult up in his head. He's a brash and immature, starry eyed freshling with dream ambitions yet to be crushed by the world and high on life with no regard for the mundanity of reality. Standing at about 4 feet tall, Maybis Tarano has the typical green skin of a goblin and very short ginger hair, like a buzz cut allowed to grow for a few weeks.
Irish.
His eyes. Yeah. His eyes are amber and never seem to stay still, as Maybis is constantly on the lookout for something interesting. ADHD go burr. An obsession with finding little details and things as stimulation, mixed with a surprisingly good memory. One would call this luck, but would definitely put him on the road to being a good investigator. Yet his attention deficiency and need to aggrandize every situation to feel like he's accomplishing more than he is keeps that talent in a firm check. Um, Despite his shortcomings, or perhaps because of them, Maybis is quite popular in town, though this isn't because of his career as a bounty hunter, but his natural curiosity in people, and still having the charm of a friendly child. When he's not actively running around looking for a criminal, he spends his time talking with the elderly in town, hunting for ancient knowledge, as he calls it. He's helpful to anyone who he sees in trouble, cares enough about people to talk to them and remember their problems, and tries to come up with solutions, and works hard despite his deficiencies. All of this bright and ditzy attitude would make it hard to think deeper on his past, especially since he never talks about it much. It's well,
Oh, let
Star,
me
would
say
you
this.
like to do
It's all about the here and now, not the old and gone.
he would often say. As such, not many people know that he's an orphan who lost his family to bandits when he was 10, and the rest of the village to necromancers when he was 14. There's a fan favorite here. Since then, he's vowed to catch as many bad guys as he can, so others don't have to go through what he did, hoping that one day he might even catch the bad guys who killed his family. But that was unlikely since he didn't even know who they were, and they might have already been dead by now for all he knew. Mavis's current target is a thief who strikes when the storms hit. A merfolk who wields a giant umbrella, I wonder who, and raids merchant stashes under the cover of the chaos. As far as criminals go, this would be one of the biggest bounties Maybis, not maybe, was chasing. Though he wasn't as thrilled
Oops.
to hunt a thief as he would be to hunt down a more violent sort.
Who's
Mavis
that
doesn't hunt
Pokemon?
alone, for he inherited his village's druidic traditions and has a young direwolf named Rona as his trusty companion. Rona was the daughter of the village's guardian, who sadly died when the slavers attacked. Aside from Rona, Mavis uses blow darts, throwing knives, and an enchanted lasso as his beloved tools of the trade. All right. So,
You get 3 things to change, Star.
you do get 3 things to change.
Don't
Anything to
don't you
add, or
guys
we could just
don't you
ask the
guys have
question.
don't you guys want to say something first before I do that?
First of all, I'd
By
like
the
to say,
way, did you guys notice the timeline of he is 16
yeah,
and how long ago is 14?
yeah, I can do math.
Yeah.
It is very
Well,
good
shit, you
math
can
there,
do you
Star.
can
I
do
will give
math.
you bonus points.
You can do math. Oh my god, it
Yeah.
took me half the time I just stared into space trying to figure this out.
s- This is the reason why I do all of the fucking paperwork for the bar in the after hours.
Oh, no.
Numbers are magic.
Oh God.
No, numbers are just
Anyway,
ways you lie to
Star,
people.
you
Hmm?
got
First of
3
all,
things?
I would like to state one thing I do like for a small little thing I'd like to mention. One, honestly, really like how this big bonus points for me. I love stories that connect with others. That's really goddamn cool.
Well,
The way you did it
obviously.
correctly is very nice. So you do definitely get bonus points on that for me. And honestly, I really also like the little twist you added to him with the druidic traditions. I think you didn't really touch on it that much, but it is a really interesting concept, and I'm really curious on what you've got for that. Anyways, what detail? Well, actually, Bomber, what are your thoughts, real
My
quick?
thoughts is I like that he's just this punk redhead kid going around and trying to play bounty hunter. I'm very curious what two criminals he managed to catch at the ripe age of like 16.
That is true. I am also curious about that.
I'm imagining it's like a guy who tried to rob a store and like one thief, or well, like one. No, he's hunting a thief. I don't think he would have hunted the thief so far, but like I would have got. I don't know.
All right. Star, what are your details you're going to add?
So the two criminals he's fought so far are a pair of bandits that. Okay, the two criminals he caught so far are a pair of bandits that terrorized the lesser used merchant pathway. You know.
So
All right.
anyway, do you have any more?
Give me 1 second. I don't know. Oh yeah. I never. So this is an added detail I should mention.
Okay.
Maybis always wears a long cloak with leaves stitched to it. One,
Mm-hmm.
because it reminds him of home, and second, because he thinks he looks damn good in a cloak.
All right. I mean, cloaks are dope, so you know.
It must swoosh in the wind.
Yes, but
Exactly.
unfortunately, he's stuck too many leaves, so it doesn't go swoosh anymore. So he has to raise his arm and then manually make it go swoosh while making the sound effect.
I have a
All right.
question. This is an orphan, right?
Yes,
At what age was he orphaned again?
10.
Okay. So he obviously learned a lot of his druidic practices from them. But my question is, where do you learn how to use blow darts, throwing knives, and an enchanted lasso?
They're all self-taught, and surprisingly, he's not incompetent at it.
Okay. So it's just kind of like innate skill.
More like he swiped this from the village, and he's just never really used them per se. But he's grown up watching people use them.
I can do that.
Yeah, I mean
And then he did.
It took him 2
And
years.
then he did.
It took him 2 years to
Okay,
learn it.
okay. Here's a better question, one that might help you get another change. How's his relationship with his current target? Because I would imagine it's kind of it's kind of like, I'm here to stop you, and Jarrell just like, who are you?
He cannot find Jarell.
He's never met her.
Hilarious.
He
He
is
only
just
knows about what he's heard, and he knows that they're a bad person.
yes. He doesn't know. He
I like to
doesn't
think
know
they've
where she
passed
is.
by each other several times. He just doesn't know it's her.
Every time he chases down a
Alright.
lead, it's coincidentally a random fishfolk who isn't involved. And it's like, how am I going to find someone with a stupid oversized umbrella if no one uses umbrellas when it's not raining? And I'm not going out there in the storm, I'll die.
All right. Down to the judging. Bomber, would you like to go first or shall I?
Sure, I'll go. So, given the prompt, you did follow the prompt. I can't argue with that.
Mm.
And I like this snot-nosed little kid. I don't care if you're 16. Everyone knows that teenagers are like the people who don't fear gods.
Yeah.
That's like 12-year-old. Like once you go from like 12 to 18, that is the age range of I don't care how powerful you are. I'm gonna fight you.
You know what? I don't think that bird guy in his suit is that big of a deal. I think he just needs a good slap.
I'm gonna brawl with him.
Listen. Oh my god. If the universe is so big, why won't it fight me?
I got a leaf cloak and determination. No one gonna stop me.
What does he got? Feathers?
Teenagers
Just
have all
feathers?
teenagers have all the stupidity of adults, but none of the none of the knowledge of their consequences or care. It's the
Yeah,
worst of
so
both
as such, I
worlds.
would like to give him a solid 8.
Alright.
I just wish there was a little more of something. Like, I like stupid characters, but I needed just that extra little boost of, that is truly the dumb character I can follow.
Mm,
This is a pretty good, fun protagonist, little guy.
very true.
Just needed that extra bit of, oh, he's really dumb.
Thank you.
I will give my final judgment of honestly, yeah, I'm gonna give it an 8. Um, However, no, actually, you know what? I'm gonna give it a 7. And the reason I'm gonna give it a 7 is because I didn't get that much on his weapons. You know, like he's a bounty hunter. You know, he's got an enchanted lasso. You know, that he uses.
Enchanted.
It's a
Fair enough.
magical item, and I don't think I didn't get enough on that. But
What's the
honestly, yeah. What is the enchantment? Actually, I am curious.
Oh, the enchantment just it seeks people. It's so that when
Uh,
he throws it, it'll just automatically seek people. It's not a matter of
it's
like
a homing lasso.
basically it's a matter of he's not good enough to lasso people on his own. So he uses this thing and
Cheating!
he just cheat. He just cheat. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. Like it's like
Understood.
who do you think I am? I'm the legendary bounty hunter, Maybis Tarano, captain of a thousand evils. Who cares if I cheat a little bit? It's not against the rules.
All right. With that in mind, I do think he has a like solid good 7 on
So is
his
this a seven
for his
star?
judgment on me. No, it's not a 7-star. You got just a regular 7.
Oh,
And that is just because I don't have enough on the lasso. It's so cool. It's so added to his capabilities, and it's not as where did he get it from? What what does it do? It wasn't added.
yep.
That is
Sorry,
my major thing.
my bad. That's basic. That's it. Whatever's written at the very end is literally what I wrote when the timer was ringing. Like for everything.
However, I will give you this.
I am
I will
glad
give
that
you this.
Mavis
You
came out well,
followed the prompts really, really well,
dude.
and I really do like him.
Dude, I was cooking with Doran. With Dowden,
Oh
I
yeah, you
was
were
like,
cooking.
with Dowden, I was like, oh my god, I can feel the power. With Mavis, I was like, oh, I can feel it's pretty good, but it's not. I wasn't able. I wasn't feeling the power. I don't like Doran.
Mm.
Something about God represent. Make a godsman to represent the glory of the basic town god made me just imagine a guy who was RPing as a basic town guard.
Yeah, honestly, you fit that fucking repertoire
I'm just
fucking
like it just
perfectly.
Okay, fair enough. I think this all went well. Let's get this wrapped up, shall we?
okay. Thank you so
Indeed.
much. And now we end. Here is the art of vital art. Blah blah.